Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Out here cutting firewood. It's January the 2nd. Out here cutting up some firewood. Just got through changing my chainsaw blade here. And anyway, I want to do a quick video and tell you my top baits of January. Today's January the 2nd. It's about 60-65 degrees out today. We had some few cold days, and it's been decently warm, so the water temperature hadn't fell just a whole heck of a lot, so we still got some warm water temperatures, like in the low 50s, and in some places it got some high 40s, but which is unusual for this time of year. We're usually a lot colder. Anyway, my top baits for January is my number one bait is going to be a crankbait. Crankbait is going to be a type of bait because I'm going to have different crankbaits tied on for different depths. I'll have a square bill tied on to fish shallow riprap, shallow chunk rock, shallow boulders, shallow lay down, shallow stumps, and then I'll have like a DT6 tied on, a DT8 tied on, and then I'll have a rock crawler, of course. Can't go without my rock crawler. And then I'll also have can't remember what they're called, maybe a tactical crank, maybe what they're called. And from River to Sea, Tactical Bassin guys came up with it, and you can speed crank with it in the wintertime, and a lot of people does not speed crank in the wintertime, but you can still catch a lot of fish speed cranking. Just go to Tactical Bassin and look at their YouTube channel, and they've got several videos of speed cranking. But the first category that I'm going to say is going to be a crankbait. I'm going to have crankbait tied on to fish all the way out to 20, anywhere from the bank all the way out to 20 feet. And then my second bait would be a jerk bait. This time of year, jerk bait is a great bait to have tied on. And I talked about jerk baits in a video a few days ago, and so go to that video to go over some jerk bait tips. And then a third bait that I will have tied on will be, of course, a football jig. I may have an 1/8 ounce or a 1/4 ounce football jig tied on, finesse football jig tied on. A lot of times this time of year, those little smaller jigs will get you more bites. They fall slower, and they're more natural, and you'll want to use a trailer on there, like a pork chunk or a rubber chunk, some kind of a trailer that does not have much action, maybe like a real small beaver style bait. I think it's Z-Man. I have some that's a real small beaver style bait, and they work good this time of year because they do not give off a lot of action. But you'll throw those around the rocks and boat docks, and the same with the jerk bait. You'll be throwing that around rocks, boat docks, drop offs, ledges, But those 3 baits will be my main 3 baits. And if I'm having trouble getting bites, if they're really slow that day, I'll tie on a Ned rig. A Ned rig works good this time of year, or a drop shot. Either one of those works good this time of year. If you can find fish that's really active, if you come up on a spot where they're chasing bait fish and they're up in the shallower zone, it doesn't matter if you're sitting in 30 or 40 foot of water, but if you have fish that's in the top 8 foot or so, especially if you have extremely clear water like most lakes do right now, because we hadn't had a lot of rain in this area at all. We're actually under a fire ban right now because no rain. So all the lakes in this area is extremely clear, and so if you have fish in 10 foot of water and they're really active, you can throw a glide bait. Glide bait is slow enough but gives enough action. Use a shad colored glide bait, and work there real close to the top, just under the surface, and you can still get fish to hit a glide bait this time of year. But anyway, those are my top baits, and some of the best places to fish those baits is going to be up toward the dam. This time of year, I'm a river rat normally. I'd rather fish in the river than anywhere, but this time of the year, the water's usually colder down there, and with the winter drawdown, most of my stuff that I like to fish is out of the water. So I like to go to the dam and find those points that's right there by the dam, especially if there's a flat with it. If there's a point and then there's a flat that goes out through there, that is one of the best places that you can go. Throw that crankbait, throw that jerk bait, slow roll spinner bait. I didn't mention that, but you can still slow roll that spinner bait, and those flats where it drops off, they're right there at those points, and then where it drops off, fish, slow roll those spinner baits, drag that jig, throw that crankbait, jerk bait, Ned rig, all that. Those is the kind of areas that I'm going to look for this time of year. Is going to be up there by the dam, get on the points, and especially if there's good flats with that point, and you can't beat that area most time because there's going to be a lot of chunk rock up there, big rock, and riprap around those dams. So anyway, I hope you all had a great New Year's, and I hope everybody's safe, and hope you have a blessed weekend this week and a blessed week next week. I'm gonna get off here and get back to cutting some more firewood, and I will talk to you guys later. If you like this content, please hit like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys out on the water.